Hey guys, so today I want to talk about meditation. I want to talk about the many different types of meditation and how to meditate and what you can get out of meditation, and figuring out what works best for you and not giving up, because a lot of people, I've heard from many people, oh, I tried to meditate but I couldn't, or I don't feel comfortable, or I keep thinking about other things. So I just wanted to make a video about how to get past those things and certain things that you can do to make meditation fun and make meditation worth doing it. And so I'm just gonna share my story first. So I started meditating a few years ago, and I was very confused about it. I had listened to all these other people talk about meditation. My first meditation, I started off with like a guided meditation, and it didn't feel right to me. Like, to me, it just wasn't for me. It didn't feel right. So then I started I tried a music one, and that just made me think and want to sing and dance and all that, so I couldn't do that one. So then I tried a silent meditation, and that is my favorite meditation, in silence by myself, with nobody around. It doesn't matter if the lights are off or whatever. I like to light sage. Preferably, I like to light sage in a candle, but if I don't have it, that's totally fine. But I like to do it in silence, and I like to clear my mind. I like to just get on that other level. And what I mean by that other level is when people say that they they're thinking too much and they can't connect. See, you have to, it's like training your brain to calm itself, to forget about everything outside and just listen to what's within. And that's very hard. It's not easy by any means at all. So what I've learned to do is, and I know when I'm in, so basically what I do is I close my eyes, and then I just take like a couple deep breaths, and I just, like, it's almost like I'm melting into myself. Like, I just let everything go, and I don't think about nothing else, and I listen. And see, once I listen, I know, like, I'm in. It's almost like a click, like, click, you're in meditation. And then I let go. I am not tense. I let my body go. I let myself be free, and I listen. And the way you're listening to yourself, because your higher self is a quiet voice. It's not a crazy loud voice. So once you hear that calming voice, and once you feel that you're at peace, then that's when you're in meditation. And there's many breathing exercises you can do, taking deep breaths, like letting out like that that feels great to do stuff like that. Some people like to do it continuously during their meditation, and some people like to do it before their meditation or after their meditation. So there's many different ways that you can go about doing that. Also, the guided meditation, that means like you get like maybe a tape or whatever, you listening to something on your phone, and somebody guides you through a meditation, which means that they're talking. They're saying, okay, imagine you're in green grass with a bunch of flowers, and you're a tree trunk connected to the ground, and you're grounding yourself in something like that. So that's what that means, guided meditation. It's basically somebody guiding you through it, and you're just freeing yourself and freeing your mind. But for me, I can't do that. Like, I will start thinking and my mind goes here, whatever. I've tried it so many times. Like, I still even try it, but I can't focus. And then there's music meditation, which means that people listen to music. You can listen to any kind of music. I've heard people listen to Madonna. I've heard people listen to music with no words. I've heard people listen to instruments. Whatever feels right to you, whatever feels good to you is what you should listen to. It doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter. And some people can do it in noisy atmosphere, around a whole bunch of people. Oh, and then there's group meditation, which I don't like either. I don't know how I feel about that, but if you're into it, hey, that's good for you, whatever. But there's group meditation, which means that a lot of people get around and, probably sit in a circle, or I don't know, and meditate together. And you can actually, when you do that, because I've done that, I've done a meditation where I have been on the phone with somebody and we both meditated at the same time, and we connected, and then when we were done meditating, we talked about what we had said, and we were like, oh my god, I said that, you said that, we just like, we connected in that moment. So there's that kind of meditation, and it's gonna be hard the first couple times, especially if you're the type of person that has a lot going on, or you're a thinker, you're an overthinker. It's gonna be hard, and it's gonna be emotional, like the first, once you start getting into it. For me personally, it was not. I don't know about anybody else, but a lot of stories I've heard also, people say that they're emotional, but for me personally, I was so emotional. Like, I cried for like a week in my room. Every time I would meditate, I would have the most spiritual experiences. It was just crazy, and just accepting stuff about myself, letting go of things, seeing things, listening to myself, becoming one with myself. That was very hard. I don't know why it's hard like that, but it is very hard to do that. So if you're not ready to get on like an emotional level and basically like awaken yourself, then it's not going to work the way you want it to work. Like, you see everybody at peace when they meditate and all that. You have to be in the right mind frame. You have to want it. You have to want to center yourself. You have to want to awaken yourself, your mind, body, and soul. You have to want it. So I suggest that if you're really wanting to do it, and you really want to awaken yourself and listen to your higher self and hear things clearly and just have that balance and be grounded, then I suggest that you try. Don't give up. Keep trying. Find what works best for you. Try a little bit of everything. And I could be leaving out many more types of meditation. I'm just saying the things that I personally know and that I've done, and I'm sure there's many more different ways. There's other ways. Some people like to walk and meditate, or I've even heard people driving and meditate, which I would not recommend because that's so dangerous. But like, even if you're like in a zone, that's kind of a form of meditation. Also, don't get caught up in the time frame of meditation, because I know that when I first started, I was so caught up in, oh my gosh, it's not 30 minutes, it's not 20 minutes. But no, that doesn't matter at all. I know people who recommend 1 minute meditation, and I've done it and it's worked for me. Oh, also another good thing I really like too is meditating in the shower. That is the best. Like, when you're in the shower and you have the warm water running on your head and it's just cleansing you, and you're just closing your eyes and you're just grounding yourself. That's one of my favorite ones to do too. Swimming, there's so many different forms. I would suggest that you guys like Google them, or ask a spiritual teacher or somebody who's into meditation to help you find the best kind of meditation for you in the right direction. But just don't give up, because it is hard and it is very emotional. And also another thing is, like, I've heard people, I've had this happen to me. I've told people that I meditated, and they laugh at me and they think I'm weird. And don't let that kind of stuff bother you, because at the end of the day, you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for nobody else. And if they tried it, they'd probably love it. So who cares what anybody says? If you're passionate about it and if you want to do it, I would recommend doing it 100%. It helps me so much. Like, I'm telling you, when I meditate, I know I'm good. Like, I just know I'm good. When I don't meditate, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't meditate. I feel kind of all over the place. But that's me personally. I'm not saying that everyone is going to have the same experiences as me, but for me personally, it just helps me better deal with things, and also it helps me better when I do my readings. Like, that is one of my rules. I have to meditate before I do a reading, hands down. No matter what, I don't care where I am, I will meditate, because it really helps me connect with the spiritual world, my higher self. It just helps me connect. So those are just a few ideas, and a few different ways to meditate. And don't give up. Like I said, it might take a while. It might take a month, a week, a year, who knows. Everybody is different. Everybody takes to things different. Everybody does things different, but just I would recommend not to give up, because it is very healthy for you. It is very it's mentally healthy, it's spiritually healthy. It is just, it's good for your soul. At the end of the day, it is good for your soul, for your mind, body, and soul, to meditate and to relax and take that time out for yourself, because ultimately it's about you listening to yourself, and we all need time for ourselves. So if I left anything out, please let me know. Like, I can't really think of anything right now. And I don't want this video to be crazy long about meditation, so let me know if I left anything out. And if anybody has any questions, or if anybody wants me to refer them to any good guided meditations or anything like that, because I do know a few people who have like audiobooks or stuff like that, or books you can read, or even stuff like on iTunes, you know, they have stuff like that. And then there's like podcasts that do meditation. If you guys have iPhones, check out your podcast, and just type in like spiritual lifestyle or mediumship or psychic or something like that, or meditation even, and I'm telling you, you will learn so much. Like, listening to podcasts has really helped me, and I've learned so much. So if you have an iPhone and you have a podcast, definitely go in there, and that you can get free. It's all free, so you can get like free meditation and stuff like that. People have shows, it's like radio shows or whatever, little talk shows, and they can help you. And not only that, they can give you so much information, because a lot of people on there are teachers, they're professionals, or they have their own business, or whatever, whoever they are there to help you. And I would definitely recommend going on there for some help. Another spot is Blog Talk Radio. I'm not really into that anymore, because I just don't need to go to Blog Talk, because usually when you go to podcasts, a lot of people come from Blog Talk, so I don't just particularly go to blogtalk.com. I usually just hit up my podcast, and I have certain people that I like, and every day I'm finding new people. So that's another good way. And again, reading, and you know, just asking people, and YouTube videos. You can find so many YouTube videos on meditation. I'm sure they're literally like teaching you how to meditate, and breathing exercises, and you know, dealing with the ups and downs and the emotions and the whatever. So anyways, I just wanted to make the video about meditation and the different ways, and you know, whatever works best for you, and not to give up if it feels weird, or if it doesn't feel right, or if you can't stop thinking about things. Keep going and going and going, because I promise you, once you get it, you're going to love it. And so that's it. Oh, one more thing. So I want to tell you guys, when you're meditating, this might sound weird, but you don't always have to have your eyes closed. Like, I know, like, that's like the big thing associated with meditation is for your eyes to be closed, but I have heard that you can meditate with your eyes open. Me personally, I would not do that. Like, that was just, I couldn't focus. I'd be looking at everything. So I don't like it, and I've tried it. It's weird, but I don't like it. But if you're into that, you know, that's another way of doing it. I'm just thinking of things just pop up. But anyways, I'll let you guys go. And like I said, if you have any questions or whatever, if you're looking for some good meditation guides or anything like that, let me know. And I wish you guys the best of luck, and I hope you guys can find that peace and find that balance and learn how to meditate, because it will help your life. It will change your life in ways. I'm not saying it's just gonna, ooh, you're gonna meditate and my whole life is better. I'm saying that it's gonna change your life as far as you personally inside, you know. So good luck with everybody, and let me know how it goes, and I hope everybody has a wonderful, blessed day. Alright guys, bye.